I'm saying to myself, I'm at a turning point in my life now as an old man. And this is the second major turning point when it comes to my relation to this pronouncement on me that I was crazy at the age of 28. Just absolutely stark raving mad, a certified schizophrenic. Oh my God. So the first turning point was when? It was in 1992. I was working for a mail order place, a mailbox, a place that packages things for people. They want to mail something and they don't have all the materials they need, and they take whatever they want to mail into this place, and the place packages it up and mails it for them. I was working there at an all-Arab establishment, 1220 L Street, Northwest Washington, D.C., across the street from a fire department where a relative of mine had been chief of that fire department across the street. His name was Elmer, and his wife was some relation to my mother. I don't know exactly, like a cousin, this kind of thing. Anyway, while I was working there for an all-Arab establishment, okay? These are Arabs from Saudi Arabia. This job I got through a job placement program run by the halfway prison house I was in from 1988 to 1991. And as I came out of that halfway prison house, I still stayed involved in their work program. So I got this job through them with this mail order place, and I was living outside I was no longer living in the halfway prison house. I was living on my own in Rockland. Now, one day, my supervisor, who was one of these Arabs, he says to me, Albert, we don't believe what they're saying. I'm going to say it the way he said it to me. He spoke perfect English. He said, Albert, we don't believe what they're saying about you. I said, what do you mean? He said, they're saying you are crazy. We just don't get this. He said, we don't get this at all. Speaking for all the people there, the guy who apparently owned it, then there was him, and then there was another man who had a daughter around 13 years old. She dressed with the head covering and all. There was three of them, I believe. There was the boss, his name, the owner, Esau was his name. Then there was, just fled out of my mind, stage fright. My supervisor's name, I had it, and then it just disappeared. That's why I started to say the names, but now, stage fright, I forgot. Anyway, he's saying to me that, man, I was amazed. This was 1992. I had been in that mess for 10 years, and I moved out of the halfway prison house. The lady there is telling me, Albert, if you want, we could have you live in an apartment of ours the rest of your life. You wouldn't have to work, get married, have friends, do anything. Just live there. Meet with our counselors, and you could stay there free of charge for the rest of your life. Tell me.
Now we are looking at the heaviest
I said,
snow across
no.
the Hoku Creek region. This is the reason.
No, thanks.
Cold
No,
Siberian
I want to
air
move
hits
out.
the mountain
Get
called
my own
Mount
place.
Pictou over
like
North
that.
Korea,
Okay,
and then two airflows form.
So I'm working at this place, and I've been in this mess for 10 years. Obviously, they think I'm stark raving mad to make me an offer like that. Who's gonna offer? You're gonna offer that to somebody you think is functional and going to go on in life and have a halfway normal life? No, you're going to offer that to somebody who you don't think is going to make it, right? Because they were telling me then at the halfway, I was headed for Gallaudet University, studying sign language and all, carrying a sign language book everywhere with me that I went, studying it all day long, wherever I was, on a bus, on the metro, wherever. I had that book in my hands. I actually made my only friend. I know I'm rambling here, but why not? I was walking down the street in Bethesda. I had that book in my hand as I had it all the time. And this woman started to sign to me as we were walking along. And I was conversing in sign language with her. And I found out her name and her phone number. And I got in touch with her. And she remained my friend, my only friend, for the next 27 years. Until when? I don't even want to say, I'm too scared, but it was clear that I was doing better in life than she was. This sounds so disagreeable, but that's the way it was. She wanted me to be this mentally diseased person she believed I was, and all the signs of what I was doing in my life was saying that I was not that. And so finally, the friendship just dissolved, because I'm not going to say what the climactic moment or elements of this were. I'm too frightened to reveal them. So, but let's just put it this way. The main thing was I was doing great in my private life compared to her. And she was supposed to be healthy, and I was supposed to be a madman, and it wasn't working. So the friendship dissolved. Now, but she was a lesbian, deaf person. She was my friend for 27 years, my only friend. Now, what the hell was I talking about? I'm now blown out by what I just said. What in the hell was this about?
Continuously bettering the Sea of Japan side of the nation, especially the Hokuriku region, is experiencing the worst of it. Over the past 24 hours, 65 centimeters of snow has fallen in Fukui City. The snowfall depth reached nearly 1.3 meters. That's 6 times higher than normal, and it's the highest in 37 years.
Yes, I was talking about two different turning points in my life. The first one was way back when, around 1992, after I'd been in this mess where I'd been declared to be crazy at age 28. I'd been in that mental prison system for 10 years. And I was even at the point, even I was doing great in the halfway prison house, I was still made an offer that I was headed for disaster. And as I was saying, I was offered, a free ride to the end of my life by these folks, and I turned it down. Now, I was headed for Gallaudet, and they were telling me, this is the point I wanted to make, Albert. They had me take this test with a sign language interpreting business, okay? The test was, I watched a video of a person at a distance, and there was no light. You couldn't even see the lip movements and sign language. And my wife, who's deaf, requires that I have mouth movements when I'm signing. She says, deaf people need to see your lips moving. Even deaf people need to see you making words. Even people who can't talk. She does too. So I have given us a movie, like a video, of somebody signing, like in interaction with another person. You can't see their lips moving or anything. And well, I was a beginner at that time, and I guess I did horrible on that. So they're telling the halfway prison house, mental prison guards, that's what I call these folks. And so they're telling me, I'm studying sign language all the time, and I'm gonna go to Gallaudet. I'm telling them, and they're telling me. I gotta plug a battery in. I'm running out of battery charge. They're telling me, Albert, we had you tested, and you're telling us you have no future in sign language. would you not? Now, Albert, forget about Gallaudet and saying, man, would you stop this? And then they're going to offer me a free ride. I said, no. No, I'm going to go to Gallaudet. I left there, and so I have this job that the same halfway prison house has a work program, and I'm still in that program, and they're the ones that give me this job. I'm in this place, and I've been in that prison system for 10 years. When I think about myself, I think I'm like a condemned man, like Ben-Hur on the galleys there, chained to a galley because of the truth. And so suddenly this man is telling me, his name was Aaron. What was his name? Aaron or something? No, I almost had it, but he said, we don't believe what they're saying about you, man. In America, they're saying you are crazy. We don't get this. So I was amazed. I thought, oh my God, no one had told me anything like this in a decade. And so I was like, I felt so good from that. I have remembered it to this day as a turning point in my life. Now, he was offering for me to stay. They wanted me to stay there and become their bosom buddy. They want me to convert to Islam. Okay, I was getting lessons in Islam every day. And I was telling them that as far as I was concerned, I don't think I said I was Jewish, but I might have said I was going regularly to Jewish services at that time. So I might have said, well, if I was gonna be a religion, Judaism would be my religion. I don't think I ever said I was Jewish because I wasn't, but they knew they were looking at me as if I was Jewish. So he was constantly getting lessons about this Jew or that Jew said this, and in Islam we say this. So anyway, they were trying to get me to stay there, but no, I wasn't going to stay there. Even though I was thankful that they appreciated me the way that they did. Now, I'm at a second turning point now. How many years later? Well, that was 1993, actually, 92 to 93. And I left there in the fall of 1993 and went to Gallaudet. Now, met my wife shortly after. So 93 till now, I've been married for 31 years. It's been 31 years. Right? Wait a minute, married in 1995. So 93 till now is 30 up to 23, and then 33 years ago. Now 33 years have passed, and I'm at another turning point. It appears, although I am not sure of this, that this, I gotta say it the way I think about it, this gorgeous woman who is, I'm saying, genius level of intelligence. That's what she looks like to me. I'm objectively saying this, whether she likes me or not. This appears to me to be someone who is intelligent as somebody like Marilyn Bosevich, the woman with the highest IQ in human history. That's what this lady seems. She's that intelligent. I watch her reports and I'm staggered by the ease with the facts come rolling out of this person's head. And she talks nonstop on highly complex matters. She's all over the damn geography of the globe. And the weather for several days in different parts of it's amazing. I don't know how people have not noticed how smart this woman is. I don't get it. But at any rate, if it's true that this woman, what she said, if this is true that she said this, if she does, she said she's either falling in love or she loves me. If that's true, I gotta say, I'm in another turning point. I'm saying, somebody like this likes me. Come on. I said, my God, this is bigger than those Arabs saying, they're saying you're crazy. You don't understand America, man. How could this be? Like, you're saying it like that. Like, he thought this was staggering to him. The way I'm saying that, I can't believe the intelligence of this woman. I'm absolutely honest, right? He was talking to me the same way. So, I'm saying if it's true that this woman has taken this interest in me, this is absolutely staggering to me. And I'm saying it's given me a feeling that I might get out of this mess. Even at this late stage of my life, I might find a way to some kind of poetic justice in my life. This is true. But even if it isn't true, I'm still looking for that justice. But if it is true, I'm a lot closer than I ever thought I'd get. If it's true. So, my metaphor for this is, I'm like somebody who's been in a mine cave-in. And I'm trapped down in the caved-in mine, right? I'm gonna die in it. But I think I hear somebody digging toward me. I think I hear I'm close to being discovered down there. So, how do I feel? Well, to go on with metaphors, I feel like the woman in that pit in Silence of the Lambs, I think when she is aware that Jodie Foster, the detective, is in that house, trying to get her out of there, and she's saying like, I'm down here, for God's sake, get me the hell out of this kind of thing. I mean, I only saw that movie like one time. I saw it in the movie theater, and I bought the DVD. I watched it one time. So I'm not exact in my memory of what happened, but as I recall, the woman down in that pit could hear that Jodie Foster was there, and I think Jodie Foster might have shouted to her, I'm here, I'm going to get you, maybe something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it was quite a scene there, and I am like that woman. If it's true that this person is trying to get me out, I am like the miner who's been in that mine is going to die down in there if somebody doesn't dig down and get him out. And I'm like the woman trapped in that pit by a madman. The madman is the United States of America. That's the madman. He got me down in that pit. And this person from another country on the other side of the earth may get me out, I'm hoping. And this is another scream of mine, if you will, for the help I need to get out of this horrific injustice that's been my life.